Fellas, welcome to another installment of Behind the Banter. Here we are going on episode 4. We're now officially 1 month into it, so that's a big old cheers from BK and
JVD.
There we go. So, we're doing this one a little later than normal, as you could see. Instead of having our little mugsicles, we're working on some waters because the fellas got real gritty yesterday. And this is going to make sense. Just don't you worry about it. It's all going to make sense in the end. We got real gritty. We're recovering. And the way it makes sense is because James McCann. We all saw it. 95 to the face. And he gets on base and plays all week. What do you got to say?
95 to the dome piece. That's, it's tough. But yeah, he literally, I couldn't believe he stayed in and played more. That's gritty. Gritty man of the week. James McCann, Congratulations. You've won the award for Grit Man of the Week.
Oh, yeah. He's got all that in his nose, too.
Yeah, I think he has, some fractured somethings or whatever. And he just continues playing. Is he catching?
Yeah.
Is he DHing?
I don't know. I don't know if he's catching or DHing, but he's on the field. And 95 to the face. I mean, we saw what that did to Stanton.
No. We've had this conversation before, I believe, in episode 1 or 2. Just about, people getting hit in the head and the face. But, yeah, this is it's crazy. But, yeah, he stayed in. He's a dog for that. What can you say?
Yeah.
Just like us, we have some grit right now. We're fighting a little bit of a hangover, a little hung chetty. It is what it is.
Hung chetty.
But we're fighting through it. Sipping on some waddy.
Got the White Sox Yeti.
Delicious.
Speaking of the White Sox, unlike us, we didn't take any L's yesterday. We're feeling pretty good considering the circumstances. But the Chicago White Sox are looking to make history. As I believe, last time I checked, they're down 10-5.
Today?
Yep. So that would be, I think, 20 in a row. The all-time record is 23 in a row.
Oh.
And, you're 4 away from breaking the all-time record for most losses.
So funny. It's so funny. As a North Sider myself, as a Cubs fan, I can't help but laugh. But I also feel bad. I feel bad. It's just misery. They're in misery right now. It is so bad.
I will say this. I recently deleted Twitter. Gotta lock in. I know. So half of my feed on Twitter was just White Sox fans going back and forth. And honestly, the peace of mind I have not having to see it's Jover post of Pedro Grifol. First off, how are you going to lose? Oh, I'm going to get real fired up. How are you going to lose 20 games in a row? Not only did you lose 14 games this year, and you tied the all-time franchise record for most losses in a row, and then you start another one, you tie it, you get down to 20, and this guy still has his job?
I've seen a lot of rumors on Twitter over the last couple of days that Grifol might be gone within the week.
He sucks.
He's bad. He definitely has lost the locker room too, which is...
I don't know if he ever had it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the worst part. Sox. That cat's name Sox. Poor cat. I mean,
be nice.
Just living in hell.
Nice.
But
she has a nice life.
She has a nice life.
She's all big and fat.
She's plump. But yeah, Grifol, what a bad hire.
It just didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense.
There
was a lot better candidates out there.
They have a fascination with former Royals. I don't know what it is. But, I mean, the thing is, there was a report that came out right after, I believe it was their All-Star game, that I don't know how true it is, but there was some pretty notable White Sox beat reporters. And this guy said Pedro Grifol went into the locker room, and he started talking to them, and he's like, hey, if we break the all-time loss record, it's completely on you guys. And just threw the guys under the bus. This guy isn't... He literally has the bottom 5 of all-time winning percentage. He's garbage.
No, it's just... You can't...
Very nice dude. I met him. Very nice dude.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't... I mean, sure, you can be a nice guy, but it doesn't mean you're a good baseball coach, right?
I don't hate him as a person.
No, I mean...
I just don't like
him. You can't hate him as a person. But, yeah. How do you as a manager say that to your team? How do you go into the locker room and say, hey... If we break the record for most losses in a row, that's on you guys. That's not on me.
Yeah.
No, you're a team. Team means everybody's in it together. And for him to do that, to throw the blame on the players, sure. I mean, it probably is a little bit more, probably maybe 60%, you know what I mean? A little bit more weighted on the players. Yeah. They're the ones playing the game. But you're also the head coach of the team.
Yep.
you're responsible for the team's performance, and for you to say that, that's just like I don't know if I've ever heard a coach like say something like that.
The guy's delusional. He went on and he was talking about how he's like, I think I'm good at my job. In what world?
Yeah, I mean he will not have a job at the end of this year.
No,
I'm pretty certain about that.
I already heard that they're talking to Skip Shoemaker and Terry Francona.
Yeah, get Terry back,
dude. You have Terry on this. Terry Francona is an all-time gritty MLB manager.
Gritty manager, right there.
The guy will squeeze like you're squeezing lemons. Like you are.
Yeah.
He'll get wins out of your team. Even like a team like this, they don't go in a losing streak with a good manager because they know how to fire guys up. Be like, you guys really want to go out there and lose?
It's just crazy. Like losing 20 baseball games in a row when it's like, oh, it's tough.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough depressing White Sox talk.
Trade deadline.
Yeah, we'll talk about the trade deadline, which did involve some White Sox moves as well, some Cubs moves as well. Overall impression of the trade deadline though this year.
Seller's market,
but there wasn't like that one big move, you know what I mean? I feel like trade deadlines of the past, there's always that one or two like, oh, that's a big time name moving, that's a big move. I feel like there really wasn't.
The Marlins won that deadline by far. They got incredibly better by trading everyone off. That Tanner Scott they got. Padres Tanner Scott, that's a good move.
Yeah, I mean
they're win now mode.
How about Jazz on the Yankees?
That's a huge deal.
Dogging it right now.
Yeah, I mean that guy is.
I guess. What would you say was the biggest deal of the deadline?
Tanner Scott. I mean he got a good return.
Yeah.
I mean my problem is like I don't get how the Astros gave up that much for Yusei Kikuchi.
I know.
That just didn't make sense.
This is the other, like the Yusei Kikuchi stuff. There's been a lot of conversation about like how the White Sox traded away Eric Fetty, who
is the best pitcher that got moved on the market.
Right.
Starter.
And they moved him for like not that much. They could have got more, in my opinion. I think that's the opinion of a lot of people as well. I don't know if is this Chris Getz's first year, right?
Yeah, I mean he swung a good deal for Dylan Cease. I just think it was.
Well, yeah, but like I mean, I don't know if he just got like he felt pressure. He's like, okay, I got to do something here. He's like maybe felt like he's running out of time.
I think Miguel Vargas was a good guy to get. The problem is his defensive fit, but beyond that, they got two 19-year-olds that are like single A, double A with a lot of upside for infield positions where we have no depth for hitters.
But the whole point is it's comparing the Kikuchi trade to what they got like for Fetty.
Yeah,
like, that's where it's like
I was happy with it up until that point.
Exactly. That's where you're like, oof, maybe we could have got more. But other than Fetty being on the move, we had the Cubs make a deal. Christopher Morel and a couple minor league pitchers off to the Rays for all-star third baseman Isaac Paredes. As a Cubs fan, I like that move. I love Morel. I wish Morel nothing but the best.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I mean, when that dude connects to a baseball, that thing goes out of the park. He crushes baseballs. But, I mean, when you're hitting, below 200, you have defensive struggles at third base. We gave him a leash, we gave him a shot, but didn't end up working out. But we got a good return, I think. Paredes is a good player.
I like Paredes. He's got control too.
He's he's got control. He's the same age as Morel too, which is kind of crazy.
You guys had a good deadline in regards to. I mean, you didn't make any huge moves, but moving Mark Leiter Jr., you got that young guy from the Yankees, that pitching prospect who has control, and he's about major league ready. So what you did, swapped him out, and you have a guy who's going to be on the roster for quite some time. And that's the moves you need to make.
And Mark Leiter, he's a good reliever. When he's on, he's really good. But he's not a young pup. He's like mid-30s, which I feel like a lot of people like. I mean, I even thought I was like, oh, I didn't realize he was that old. So I like that move as well. But going back to Paredes, I mean, he finished top 20 in MVP voting last year. Like he finished 18th.
He's a good player.
He's a good player.
He's a left field merchant, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Which could have problems in Wrigley Field because, we've got those like the field goes like this and the corners, the right field and left field
Baltimore,
corners, are a little bit different. So maybe we'll see a dip in his home run numbers just because, he rips the ball to left field. But hey, no shift anymore.
Yeah.
He's a good player. I'm happy the Cubs did that.
Another notable move. I got a whole list up, just scrolling through, going over some. Jack Flaherty to the Dodgers.
Yep, that was like another one. That's one of the bigger ones. So.
Yeah, I mean he's pretty solid, but I think Fetty is like the cream of the crop just because 1.5 years return, $7 million.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good. Eloy Jimenez, I thought in no world. First and foremost, if anyone from the Baltimore Orioles organization is watching, thank you so much. Eloy Jimenez has been one of the biggest disappointments. He literally went in and he would talk about how he does not have a routine for DHing. No, meaning he doesn't get ready and prepare himself. And you say that and you're like laughing as you go on the injured list almost every other. It's just, thank you, good riddance.
Even though he's 4 for 6 in his first 6 at-bats for the Orioles.
I'll take it. I don't care. Just get him off the team.
I was like shocked that. What did they give? Like, what did they give up?
They got a pretty. I think it was like a AA or AAA left-hand pitcher, like bullpen arm, who's under 3 ERA. So it's like you have a guy with promise.
I'm just so shocked that the Orioles wanted him.
Take the contract. We need that. We need that money.
I'm like, hey. Maybe the Orioles see something and maybe they know what they're doing. Who knows? But I don't really know where he fits in on that team very well. But that was the weirdest move in my opinion of the deadline. I was like, I just can't believe somebody wanted Eloy Jimenez.
Yeah, I mean, they probably think they could fix him. The guy just gets ground ball. I just don't think he likes Chicago.
Yeah,
to be honest, like you could tell when guys are like, I hate it here.
Yeah. I mean, the Marlins and the Rays were the big movers, the big sellers.
Soler back to the Braves. They're rebuilding the 2021 squad.
Hey, World Series MVP, baby.
Frankie Montas from the Reds to the Brewers is quite an interesting deal.
Yeah, that was interesting. Interdivision.
Yeah, it's Kevin Kiermaier went to the Dodgers too.
Yeah, that's a low key one.
Kiner Falefa, he went to the Pirates. That was interesting.
He did do that.
He's one of those guys where New York, the lights are so bright, the fans are so... Like, Joey Gallo had a story where he said he was afraid to go outside of New York because of what people would say to him. Some people just can't do well there, and then you go to a smaller place like Pittsburgh or, like, you're playing in Toronto. Not that Toronto's small, but, like, you just don't have that aggressive pressure on you, so guys are able to, like, let loose and just do whatever. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a good move. Another one I liked a lot was Lane Thomas going to the Cleveland Guardians.
Yep,
that's the move that a team like that should make.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. That really bolsters the lineup. He fits in with Cleveland. He can hit the ball. He runs fast, plays defense.
Yeah,
that's he does. Cleveland Guardian if I've ever seen one. Justin Turner to the Mariners.
Chicago White Sox Paul DeJong walked across the field to his new team, to the Royals. They were playing the Royals, and he got news he was traded and just walked across the field.
You know what?
To the other dugout.
Paul DeJong, he did more than it was expected of him in Chicago. That's a guy that...
Yeah.
He will go down in the list of Chicago legend. Chicago White Sox legend. Like Yasmani Grandal? Never. Dallas Keuchel? Nope. Paul DeJong? Yep.
Josh Bell to the D-backs.
Yeah, he's about to get DFA. I mean, that's a good move with Walker being out a little bit.
Which brings up another point. Players just absolutely going off and hitting tanks in their first games for their new teams.
They're jazzed up.
It's crazy. So we have Tommy Pham hit a grand slam. Oh, I got it. I'm getting there. Tommy Pham hit a grand slam for the Cardinals in his first game back with the Cardinals. First at bat. Which is just nuts.
I love Tommy Pham.
Josh Bell hit a bomb in his first game with the D-backs. Christopher Morel, in his first 2 games with the Rays, goes 2 home runs. And then we all know Jazz Chisholm is jazzed up in New York. Just going crazy, using Aaron Judge's bat. Using Aaron Judge's bat and just hitting tanks.
That's so funny.
It's crazy. I mean, Jazz Chisholm, you don't think of him as a Yankee, but like... Maybe he's a new breed of Yankee.
Perhaps the weirdest move of the entire deadline to me is Ty France. They're like, we're done with you. They moved on, and then he gets shipped off to Cincinnati.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was super. I didn't see that coming.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I don't know. I guess if you got to move on, you got to move on.
Gotta do it. Dodgers get Rosario again. as they do every trade deadline.
Carlos Estevez going to the Phillies. It's pretty good. Tanner Banks went to the Phillies too, and we actually got a pretty good 19-year-old prospect. So
I don't know what, like, the Dodgers are just collecting people at this point, I feel like.
What the Dodgers do is how every organization should do it. They know when to move on from guys, and they know to get returns. So the thing is, they always have a good farm system because they're constantly moving guys in and out, and they're not banking on them, and they spend money. Marquee organization, Dodgers do it right.
They do it right. They're active. They stay active.
Winker to the Mets.
Winker, I like Winker.
What about Nate Pearson? He got a little angry in his first Cubs appearance. Want to break that down for the fellas?
Well, he smacked a guy with a pitch, and then he got ejected in his first appearance for the Cubs. So that's as bad of an omen as you can have to start. So hopefully he turns that around. But
yeah, we'll see.
Not a great way to start off your new team. Just hitting a guy and getting ejected in your first game.
Yeah,
interesting.
I'll throw a few Orioles moves. Eflin went from the Rays to the Orioles.
Yep.
Not a bad deal.
I like that the Orioles were making moves and they're going for it. Because
they also got Sir Anthony Dominguez and Christian Pache gave away Hayes.
Cool name.
What about the move with the lefty pitcher? Was it Taylor or Trevor Rogers?
I don't know which one got traded.
The starting pitcher.
Yeah, I don't know.
The guy who was Rogers, the guy who was on the Marlins.
Yeah, one of the brothers.
They gave up Connor Norby.
Yeah.
And who else did they get? It's on the tip of my tongue. But it was a pretty notable trade for that.
What was it?
It was Connor Norby and was it Kyle Stowers? Yeah, it was Kyle Stowers. So they got some good return for that. I was really surprised. That was a great deal.
Yeah. Great deal,
not for the Orioles. I think the Orioles gave up a little too much. But the Marlins, as I said, I thought they won the deadline.
Hey. Mm-hmm. It was an active deadline, but as I said, no,
a Rosarena.
Yeah, that was big. I think of back in, I don't know, what year was it? When the Cubs got rid of all their, they Chris Bryant's on the move when he was still good. Javi Baez, Anthony Rizzo, you know what I mean? All those guys, that's a big deadline.
Yeah.
But you know what?
And then
the deadline is come and gone at this point.
AJ Puck
to
the D-backs. Another good move for the Marlins.
So we'll see over the next couple months how these trades play out over the next couple years.
And then Michael Lorenzen from the Rangers to the Royals. I don't know. I didn't really understand that one too much, but I mean, do what you need to do.
But yeah, so deadline's over. Teams are now locked and loaded for the playoffs with their rosters.
I think last baseball news we got is Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
Tragic. It really is.
Mike Trout is out for the year, out for the remainder of the year.
It's just sad.
Get him out of LA. Get him out of LA.
I mean, you saw Ohtani once he's out. It's just...
Dude, I mean, come on. Let this guy get some... Let this guy become a major league... You know what I mean?
He just can't stay healthy.
He's awesome.
It just sucks.
Dude.
Yeah, but...
How many playoff games has he played?
I think he played one series.
One series.
Couple games. It's just...
I think he's had less than 10 at-bats in the playoffs.
It's just sad.
Mike Trout, prayers to you, my brother.
Prayers up.
Prayers up. Get well. Go somewhere else, please. Let him go.
Drink some water like the fellas.
Drink
Maybe
some
feel a
water.
little better.
Rub some dirt on it. I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps. So, I think that's all we got for baseball.
Yeah. We'll just... we're locked and loaded now for playoff runs. So
yes, we are.
It's going to be exciting. Yeah. And then we'll see next week if the Sox have broken the record or not. On pace to be the worst team of all time. But we'll talk about that when the time comes. We'll talk about that when the time comes.
Let's just move on before I start getting real sad.
All right. Baseball's done. Football's back.
Yeah.
Football is back. Hall of Fame game.
No Caleb Williams.
I mean, whatever. I don't care. Brett Rippon, MVP, maybe?
Is that the guy who was on the Rams list?
Yeah. I think he had 3 touchdowns. He's 11 for 17 or something like that. couple hundred yards. Yeah.
The Elements won in the end.
They did win in the end. But it's always cool. Especially, we had Andre Johnson getting in the Hall of Fame. Devin Hester. So, that was awesome. I liked that. I was a big Bears fan right here, so.
Julius Peppers.
Julius Peppers.
Yep. And then, was it McMahon?
Mongo.
Yeah, that was
sad.
Yeah.
Prayers up to Mongo.
I'm happy he's alive to see it.
Yeah.
He had a lot of support. A lot of people came out. But, ALS is just a terrible disease.
It's horrible.
And, hopefully someday something gets done and you can kind of cure and reverse that.
Oh, yeah. It's the worst. Honestly, that's such a terrible thing. But he's a Hall of Famer. Steve Mongo McMichael.
Well deserved.
Respect to you, my bro. Other than that, yeah, it's just cool. I don't know. Just to see, guys put on their jackets and giving their speech, it gives you chills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see Devin Hester with his whole family up there. There was, over the last couple of years, debate on, does he belong in the Hall of Fame? Is he going to get in? Yeah, now you're in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You're in. You're the best. You're the best special teamer return man of all time.
Yes, he is.
You returned the opening kick in the Super Bowl. That's stuff legends are made of. So Devin Hester, and it was cool to see all the support from Lovie Smith was there. Johnny Knox was there.
Oh my God, I remember him getting folded in half.
Exactly.
I watched it live on TV.
Yeah, Bears legend. He was good, but yeah, Johnny Knox was there. Lovie Smith had some great things to say about.
Yeah, he really helped the Bears franchise.
Yeah.
Right at the end of his Houston tenure.
Well, he did that too. Yeah.
That's where he helped them the most.
So it's funny that it was Houston versus the Bears this year.
Yeah, super interesting. But beyond that, we have a new contract to talk about. And that's Tyreek Hill. He is restructuring his $90 million deal to guarantee $65 million over the next 3 seasons. Any money for that guy is worth it. Tyreek Hill is just as simple. He's a game changer. That speed is just...
Well, funny you say that because the rankings voted by the players of top 100 players in football came out this past week. Who was number 1?
You tell me. Was it Hill?
Tyreek Hill. Number 1 voted by players, not the media. Players voted on this, and he is the number 1 player in the NFL.
The quarterback is just so heavily weighted that for some reason that's the most valuable. So, it makes sense. I get it. But Tyreek Hill, him alone, you give him to Mahomes. Mahomes is doubling his stats.
Do you want to hear the top 10? I feel like you didn't see this list.
I didn't.
The top 10. Tyreek Hill is number 1.
Is Mahomes 2?
Number 2 is Lamar Jackson.
That is ridiculous.
Let me just get through the list.
That is ridiculous.
Let me get through the list. Okay?
I don't even want to hear it anymore.
Okay. Lamar Jackson is number 2. Christian McCaffrey is number 3. Patrick Mahomes is number 4. Number 5.
The 49ers make this list?
Number 5 is Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Number 6 is Chris Jones. Number 7 is Trent Williams. Number 8 is TJ Watt. Number 9 is Mr. Travis Kelce.
Okay.
And then number 10 is Max Crosby.
Max Crosby over Micah Parsons? It's quite interesting.
Would you like to know where Micah Parsons is ranked?
I feel like 17.
Let's see here. Micah Parsons is number 17.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll go through 20.
What a good guess.
So we left off...
I swear I didn't see it.
Max Crosby was number 10. We have Fred Warner, another Niner, number 11. He's good. Josh Allen's number 12. CeeDee Lamb's number 13.
Okay.
Number 14 is George Kittle, another 49er.
Is Justin Jefferson not above CeeDee Lamb?
No.
That's interesting.
He was also out all last year.
If that's how you want to look at it, sure.
Jalen Hurts is number 15.
That's ridiculous. That's just flat out ridiculous.
Dak Prescott's number 16.
Dude, Dak Prescott puts up better stats than Jalen Hurts every single year. That is just ridiculous. This list is ridiculous.
Parsons is 17. 18 is Justin Jefferson. 19 is Roquan Smith. And number 20 is CJ Stroud.
Okay. First and foremost, any list that has Lamar Jackson as a better player than Patrick Mahomes is ridiculous. Lamar Jackson has never won a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes is 3. He has carried teams.
This is voted by the players, though. So I respect the list.
I don't.
Because we don't play in the NFL.
I mean, I don't need to play in the NFL to understand that Patrick Mahomes has multiple Super Bowls when Lamar Jackson can't win playoff games.
I understand that, but...
I mean, Dak Prescott can't either, and I love Dak Prescott, but... I mean, even Jalen Hurts at least went to a Super Bowl.
Yeah. But that's a cool thing. I like how they did this and the players got to vote. Like, it's just cool to see what they think, right?
Apparently, the guys who play ball don't know ball.
Some surprises on the list. The biggest surprise for me is I was looking through this list. I was like, okay, there's a lot of wide receivers on this list. Where the hell is DJ Moore? He's not on the list.
For
top 100 players in the NFL.
That actually is crazy.
DJ Moore.
Top 100? It's not like you're not asking for like top 10.
Top 100 is not like, I'm like, what the heck?
I would say
Terry McLaurin is number 97. Terry McLaurin is not better than DJ Moore.
I mean, but the players know ball.
I guess.
I mean, they're the same ones that put Lamar Jackson at number 2. It's just simple as that. It's not a...
oh my gosh.
It's an opinion. Everyone has one. But I just think Patrick Mahomes not being in the top 2. I get Tyreek Hill at 1. That makes sense because he's game-changing. But Patrick Mahomes, man, that is crazy.
So, yeah, that just came out. And then... Hill is the first wide receiver to grace the number 1 spot in the top 100's 14-year history. Because he did flirt. He did flirt with Calvin Johnson's single-season receiving record.
McCaffrey, high up, I get it. He's a game changer.
Yeah, McCaffrey high up.
Trent Williams, top 10. I like that. That guy is genuinely one of the best offensive linemen I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Zach Martin on this list? He's got to be the next guy after Trent Williams, right?
Let me see. Maybe he's in the 30s. Khalil Mack's number 29.
That's interesting.
Brock Purdy, number 28. A lot of Niners on this list. Nick Bosa, number 27. Deebo Samuel, number 30. I mean...
Deebo Samuel is not a top 30
Niners,
player.
Come on, let's go.
He's just not a top 30 player in football.
Penei Sewell is number 22. He's the next lineman.
He's good. Over Zach Martin, is Zach Martin just not anywhere to be seen?
I'm trying to find him. I'm going to look through 40 through...
I mean, Zach Martin is like a bona fide Hall of Famer. The guy makes an All-Pro every single year.
Tua's number 36. Jordan Love is number 34. Jordan Love over Tua.
I mean, yeah, but like Tua should not be top 40.
Puka Nacua, number 33.
He had a great season.
Deron Bland, number 31.
I mean, I don't know about top 30. I feel like 31's too... he should be like 50, maybe. I don't know. I like him. He's great.
I still can't find your guy. Lane Johnson, number 41.
Lane Johnson is not better than Zach Martin. Dude, Zach Martin is like...
I'm trying to find him, man. Raheem Mostert, number 60. Interesting.
He scored a lot of touchdowns.
He scored a lot of touchdowns.
He did.
He sure did. Let's see.
I just can't get over Lamar Jackson at 2.
Zach Martin, number 53.
The fact that he's not even top 50 is ridiculous.
Keenan Allen's number 51. So I'm not gonna. I mean, we're done going through this whole list.
It's just the thing is, like, if sometimes when you hear players talk about like the sport they play, they're not fans of it like we are when it comes to knowing people and everything like that.
Right. So it's like maybe Lamar is harder to game plan for and if you're a defensive player, it might be far more difficult to play a game versus Lamar than Mahomes.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, it's not like they're number 2 and number 4. You know what I mean? I wonder how many votes separated number 2 and number 4.
I know, it's just...
But
I feel like a lot of people just hate on Mahomes in the league because he's beaten so many of them.
Maybe.
Like, that's right when I saw Lamar Jackson number 2, I'm like, what, did a 49er make this list? And then, funny enough, they're all over.
49ers. You got some talent.
Deebo Samuel at 30 is crazy.
Yeah. I'd like to see Brock Purdy win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I feel like they're going to be a powerhouse that just never wins the Super Bowl. They're going to be one of the best teams that we'll talk about that just doesn't do it.
I want them to do it, though.
I just don't... I like Purdy. I just, as a Cowboys fan, I just don't want the Niners to win a Super Bowl, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well.
Just to be honest with you. I don't want to see them win a Super Bowl.
Hater alert. Hater alert.
It's okay. I'll hate.
Yeah, I hate the Packers.
Yeah, I mean, nothing gets me more mad than watching the Niners eliminate you back-to-back years. But,
that's tough. So, yeah, football's coming back. We got preseason. I think there was games yesterday, or next week. Next week.
I think it's next week.
So, we get the Hall of Fame game. Bears get the extra game, so that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Eberflus looks like a GQ model now.
Zaddy.
Crazy turnaround. He went from a clean-shaven, old-looking small man to...
what a weird way to describe
it. Rocking a beard. Maybe got some style tips from George Clooney or something, but he looks like a real NFL head coach now.
Interesting.
Yeah, so football's coming back. And then we got Hard Knocks premiering, I believe, this week. Yeah, Hard Knocks this week. Let's go.
Interesting.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Got to renew the HBO membership for that one.
Might have to.
Yeah, might have to.
Yeah.
Other than that, we got some, the other, in world news.
World news.
We've
international. We're global.
International world Olympic news.
Oh.
We've got the Olympics going on, and I'll tell you what, BK, I've been really enjoying it. I've been watching as much as I can. I just love the competition. Love all the different sports you get to watch.
Is that why we have women's volleyball on to the left?
They're incredible athletes. Incredible athletes.
Every Olympian is a world-class athlete.
Write that down.
Get a pen and paper.
But no, we've had some big storylines already. Obviously, the games are being held in France, and we have a new Michael Phelps-looking guy from France.
I see London, I see France.
Zinger. But his name's Leon Marchand, and he's just winning gold after gold after gold in the pool. And it's pretty cool. Like, I've been watching, they have Michael Phelps as a color commentator. And just how cool it is, to him, rooting on this guy. He has the same coach as Phelps had, and he's just winning gold in France. And, I mean, it's awesome. The stadium, every time he hops in the pool, it's insane. The stadium is going crazy.
Yeah. I heard a funny story about Michael Phelps. I guess he loved to smoke weed, and the coaches and everyone would be like, "You got to knock it off," and he's just like, "No." Because what are you going to do? You're going to tell Michael Phelps he's not swimming so he wants to smoke? You're not doing that.
He's literally the most decorated Olympian of all time.
Yeah.
He is the GOAT. But yeah, this guy, Leon Marchand, he's killing it. I mean, swimming's over now. But yeah, awesome. I love watching swimming. I love the relay races. And other swimming news, Katie Ledecky, absolute American.
That is a GOAT.
American hero. She is now the... most decorated female Olympian of all time. So, the United States representing with the most decorated male and female Olympians of all time, both coming out of the swimming pool.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the gymnastics too. Simone Biles.
I mean,
GOAT.
Simone Biles won gold again
just a
too.
GOAT.
She's also GOAT, dating Chicago Bear, Jonathan Owens.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're married or if they're just dating.
I think they're just dating. I don't know. I think they actually did get married.
You want to know something funny?
No.
All right, everybody out there, you want to know something funny? Where do you think Simone Biles and Jonathan Owens met?
Tinder.
They met on Hinge.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy, though?
Yeah, I saw that.
They met on Hinge.
An
NFL player and arguably the best gymnast of all time, met on Hinge.
Who would think that they would even... I mean, what? Were they both in, Wisconsin at the time?
I don't know, but, maybe they have Hinge for, celebrities.
No, I bet
you get, celebrity status.
I feel like a problem you'd have as a celebrity using those dating apps is people are probably this person isn't real.
Yeah, well,
I'm getting catfished.
That's probably exactly what they think. But, yeah, no, they met on Hinge, and now they're just taking it slow and steady.
That kid is going to have a path to whatever league they want to be in. They have the genetics.
But I mean, that's how it is in a lot of sports, though. It's like there's a lot of second generation athletes that you know what I mean.
Le sperm.
Like not even that, but like you got Jackson Holliday, Matt Holliday's son, a lot of Olympians.
Ethan Holliday too. They have another kid that's supposed to be drafted next year.
A lot of Olympians are children of former Olympians.
The Griffies.
The Griffies. I mean, runs in the blood, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Bobby Witt. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes' dad was a MLB pitcher.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
He was.
For the DUI.
Sir Anthony Mahomes.
For the DUI. If you just sip some water like us fellas, DUI.
Naughty. Very bad.
Yeah. Speaking of Olympic swimmers, I actually won gold in swimming.
Please, elaborate.
That's why I'm here. I won the race. There's millions other against me, but I won.
He won.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I was the sperm. I was the sperm.
He was the sperm.
There's actually there's an MLB player I beat out. There was a Nobel Prize winner I beat out, and then
now we have
me,
this.
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll win a Nobel. I won't, but maybe.
But yeah, so that's going on right now. Other Olympic news, we have Noah Lyles, who we previously spoke about on the pod. He just won today. Today's Sunday, by the way. He just won the 100-meter dash. First American male to win the 100-meter dash since 2004 in Athens.
Since A-Train?
So represent. No more Bolt. No more Usain Bolt, who still has the world record and whatnot.
Tore his ACL, or he did something.
He's just old, man.
Well, I thought he played a celebrity soccer game and he tore his ACL.
No, he's not playing a celebrity soccer game. He played professional soccer in Jamaica.
Yeah, did he tear something though?
I don't know, but I mean this was after he was done racing. So I mean, go chase your dreams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, Noah Lyles won today. He's gonna go for gold in the 200 meter as well. Currently, let's take a look real quick at the medal count. The U.S. is definitely winning overall with medals. The U.S. has 71 medals. The U.S. has 71 medals. China in second with 45, and then France in third with 44. So we're dominating that. We're currently tied with China for the most golds as well. We both have 19. So now we have the track and field stuff starting. We'll see if we can come away with the overall medal count and the most golds. Represent.
Nice.
Represent.
Yeah. We're all Patriots today.
In other news, the most viral man from the Olympics, the Turkish 51-year-old pistol shooter, Yusuf Dikek, or
Turkish.
I don't know.
Turkish Quandale Dingle?
Something like that. But we all know who he is by now. If you're on Twitter, unlike Brian.
Changed man.
You will all know who this man is. He went out there in the pistol shooting competition with no gear. He just stood there.
Raw dogged.
He raw dogged the pistol. He had the pistol, and he just stood there with his hand behind his back, and he won silver for Turkey in the team competition. When you see these other guys with these crazy contraptions on their face, magnifying glasses, lenses, crazy stances. They look like all
jewelers.
Tucked away. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. And then this guy just comes up there, bang, bang, silver.
I like that. I like that guy. He's the guy of the week. Actually, no, I don't know if you could out-guy the week James McCann. He might be guy of the year for what James McCann did.
No, Yusuf is guy of the week.
What about co-guy of the week?
All right, they're co-champions.
Okay, co-champions.
Co-champion gritty guys of the week. James McCann and Yusuf from Turkey. So yeah, even if you're 51 years old, you can go into the Olympics and win.
There's a ping pong player from China, I'm pretty sure. That was 50-something. Stopped playing for years and then just started playing.
It's awesome. I think there was this American ping pong player. I saw a story. She's of Chinese descent. And her parents are like, go back to school. Why are you in the Olympics? Go to school. So that's funny. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun watching the Olympics.
Mm-hmm. It's that time of the year.
Great time of the year.
In other news, what you got going on?
What do I got going on?
Yeah, you got anything interesting that we want to tell the fellas about? Just anything. I got something if you want me to go first.
Please.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where he's going with this.
I had a flight on Friday.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Got there at 2 p.m., dropped the rental car off. I was happy. I was like, you know what? I'll have a little airport beer.
Where were you?
I was in Phoenix, Arizona.
Where were you trying to fly to? Where were you trying to fly to?
Chicago, here. Our location. So, 2 p.m., dropped the car off. 5 o'clock. Delay. Got delayed all the way to 11 p.m. And I ended up in the United Lounge. My mom had a one-time use.
Shout out.
So, free food, free bevs. And there was a guy from Naperville. And him and I just got drunk together and talked baseball for about 5 hours. Baseball and golf. Just a bunch of fellas. We were bantering in the airport. That's what I'm getting at.
That's the most fella guys thing ever.
Yeah, I tried the powder IV.
Liquid IV.
Yeah, liquid IV. I got me and the guy in. Right when we were about to get on the flight, I'm like, hey, I got you a water bottle and IV. Let's have a good flight. So I chugged that, slept for a few hours, and feeling good.
Got back at 6 a.m.
Oh, dude, it was terrible.
Luckily, I've never had a flight delayed like that before. I don't even know if I've ever had a flight like even delayed like 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. Like, thank God.
You don't really need those airport lounges up until you need it. That exactly. Particular time. It was like I left my phone unattended in a corner while I'm sitting in a bar because it's like you're in a lounge, like it's blocked off.
Yeah.
Like, just very comfortable, very nice.
Yeah. I've only had like long layovers. So this past year I went to South Africa and I had we flew to Germany and then to Cape Town, and I in Germany I had like an 8-hour layover. So, I mean that sucks. I mean I wasn't delayed, but I was just like in the airport for 8 hours.
Yeah, it's just a combination.
Yeah, it's a problem. You know what I mean? But unlike like the Phoenix airport, like the Munich airport's like gigantic. Like, it's huge. There's multiple terminals. So you can, like, literally take buses from, like, place to place. So I was just walking around, exploring the whole thing. It was really, like, they had really nice facilities. Like, you could, pay $10, take a shower. You had, like, an hour to take a shower, clean yourself up. But they had, like, really nice, like, open lounges for everybody. Nice food. So that's different. If you're in an airport like that, you can make it work. Like, they have a hotel, like, there where you can, spend $20, get like a gym pass, get in the hot tub, go in the pool. Like if you have that time.
An airport hot tub. What a concept.
Well, it's part of the hotel.
Yeah,
it's not in the, you know what I mean? It's not in the airport. It's not, I don't know. Oh, here's my flight. I see my plane. I'm relaxing and then I'm relaxing.
They could do it differently in Germany. Who knows?
Well, they do it right in Germany. Shout out Munich International Airport.
Not all the time. Don't look up what happened in the 1940s.
No, but they're better than that now. They've come a long way.
Sure.
What else is going on? Last weekend I saw a soccer game, Notre Dame. That was pretty cool. Never been to Notre Dame before. I saw Chelsea versus Celtic. I'm a soccer guy, so I enjoyed that. Notre Dame's a pretty cool place. Mm-hmm.
He might have found himself a soccer girl.
Who knows? You never know. You meet people out. They're wearing
Should we dox her?
No. We've already doxed Cody before.
I should just be like, I should say Cody's address and information, and then we just bleep it out. And then we edit it later after he watches it.
Sorry, Cody. Didn't mean to dox you.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, other than that, we're just, trudging along, living life, having a great time.
Yeah. Deleted Twitter. Changing my social media algorithms, trying to get dialed in, lock in. It's working. I feel very good.
Yeah.
And that means better content for the pod if I'm dialed in.
Sometimes it's good to, if you have a problem, take a break.
Yeah.
Take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Go outside, touch grass.
Yeah, feeling good.
Brian hadn't been outside all summer.
I wasn't allowed.
And then he deleted Twitter and he's like, oh my gosh, the sun. He's like Stewie. He's like drinking sunscreen.
They canceled White Boy Summer for a little bit, so. But the news is, I got a phone call actually from the Attorney General, and
the Attorney General, Chet Hanks.
Yeah, and they said to me, they're like, "You might want to sit down for this news." I'm like, "Oh no." they just said, I actually just got a call from Brian, and I was like, oh, what was it about? And it said, he's back.
He's back.
He's back. Full force.
Full force, just like Michael Jordan. I'm back. Run it back.
Michael Jordan. A fun thing I used to do, I went to an all-guys high school. Fun thing we used to do is we would go to people at their lockers, jump on them, and dunk on their head and yell Michael Jordan. There's nothing worse at 7 a.m. You're trying to get all your stuff together for class. You're barely awake. You got up like 30 minutes ago. You're running late. Michael Jordan's your skull, and you're like...
And we didn't say Michael Jordan, but we'd just be like, get dunked on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, clown.
Another bad one was, I remember, in grade school...
I just kept, you just kept getting shoved in those lockers, so that's...
No, not me. Yeah, you know what Gaddafi is?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
You walk up to someone and say, Gaddafi.
I know what that is.
Legs and you lift and pull up. I got you bad. I didn't Gaddafi you, but I got you bad yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday we were celebrating one of our good friends. He's a certified CPA now.
Shout out,
Constantine.
Mm-hmm. No last name.
We will not dox you.
Not yet.
Otherwise known as Costa. Yeah, but we had a bunch of our friends over. We had some rooftop beers, playing some beer die into the wee hours of the night. We went out and had a great time.
Perfect weather.
Great night, not windy. You know, it's a problem here in the Windy City. Sometimes we're trying to play some beer die on the roof. Maybe a little beer pong. Anything, something a little outside. You get Brian outside. It's nice. Mm-hmm.
You toss it up and it literally will go backwards.
It's so windy. It's the Windy City. It's like wind gusts going forward, backwards, sideways, north, south, east, west. It's tough.
Yeah, it is vortex.
But yesterday, let me tell you what a perfect night. No breeze. Well, a slight breeze, but not enough to affect the die.
A cool, cumbersome breeze.
It was fantastic. It was immaculate. It was great.
It was grid.
It was immaculate grid.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun. And now we're just drinking water, getting ready for the week.
Reminiscing.
I have a question. Do you think that the week starts on Sunday or Monday?
Preparation for the week starts on Sunday, but the week starts Monday.
Okay, so you think the week starts Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Take that up with the calendar.
But the thing is, Sunday, you got to get yourself mentally ready for the week. You just don't roll into Monday without doing what you need to do on Sunday to get yourself feeling good Monday.
Yeah, Sunday's kind of like your, here we go.
Yeah, no Sunday scaries over here.
Here we go. Who says that?
Dak. I know that.
Yeah, so we're off into the week.
Yep. These wee little lads.
We're just going to trudge along, fight on. What else is going on? Lollapalooza was this weekend. We did not go.
Mm-mm.
Hopefully everyone had a great time. Who is chaperone? I don't know.
I don't know either.
But she had like 100,000 people, it looked like.
That's
at
crazy.
her concert. I'd like never heard of her.
Maybe
we're getting old, man.
I don't know. Maybe it's just not our kind of music. Who knows?
I feel like I know I've heard the name. Had no idea what she looked like or what music she sang. So that was shocking that she was like a headliner and there were so many people there.
A vibe. I caught one yesterday. Me and somebody, we were all at this little River North establishment called Point and Feather. Fun time. And what we did was me and two friends, we left to go to the OG spot, Durno's. Open till 5 a.m. Food the whole entire time. And we got one of those bikes where the guy was wheeling us and there's a carriage in the back.
Oh my god.
We bartered with him because he was trying to get us to pay like $200.
Yeah, they're
we bartered with him and got him to agree to 90. And we're just like, why not? Because there's three of us. So we get in it, and it's about a 5-6 mile ride, and we're just sitting there just blasting music. You listen on the speaker. He's like cutting people off in traffic. It was sick. It was actually a vibe.
Be careful though, if you are visiting Chicago or you're not familiar, those look really fun, but they will, as he said, they will charge you out outrageous amounts.
The wazoo.
Like they will get you. Even like especially people like to do like a lot of concerts, in Graham Park or Soldier Field, and they'll just be out there after a Bears game. There'll be so many bikes out there, and it looks enticing. You're like, oh, I only got to go 2 miles, probably same price as an Uber. Wrong. They'll get you $300. It's crazy.
It was worth trying it though. I do recommend.
Sure, it was a fun time. But fair warning, make sure you argue. Make sure you barter. Make sure you get a fair price.
You have to barter.
This is America, after all.
Yeah. We were going, like, there was, like, 4 of them. We were going back and forth, like, bartering, and we got one to do 90. I was like, 90 is acceptable. 30 each?
I mean, that's probably makes a good amount of money on it.
Dude, you knew the weather yesterday, though. That's why it was worth it. It was literally just such a beautiful day riding through there.
Especially at night, too.
Yeah, it was great.
But, yeah, I mean, those guys probably make a good amount of money. I believe they're called rickshaws.
Perhaps.
Hey.
Enemy of the week is Kevin.
Enemy of the week is Kevin.
I'm not going to go into detail why, but he's a very naughty boy yesterday. He lied. He lied to the fellas.
Liars, cheaters, and thieves.
Mm-hmm. We'll take it up with him off screen.
Hopefully he sets himself up for a week of success, and he learns from his mistakes.
I hope he fails this week. Just this week, and then he gets it together the next week. 'Cause I won't be mad. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Couldn't believe it. But yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, it's about wraps, I think.
Yeah, we'll catch you next week. We'll be back on probably the Saturday schedule.
I got a suggestion. This is how we're gonna end it. Stand up. We gotta get a perfect dap.
A perfect dap for the microphone.
Right over the mic.
All right.
This is.
You can see how much taller I am than Brian, which is just funny.
I'm squatting.
He's not.
All right, ready,
He's actually wearing heels too.
Ready? That's pretty good.
That's it.
All right, that concludes episode 4.
Goodbye.
Fuck you.